Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for your patience while our judging team had a short reprieve. We are going to jump straight back into judging and the next round. We hope you have found the new stream and watching along with us. For this next image, I might get our judges, if you can please jump on into the next image and we can get started. I have just pressed the stream button, so hopefully that should pop up for everybody very shortly. This image is titled Straddling Two Worlds. The image has not had any pixel manipulation, and the entrant is not looking for feedback. Take it away. So for those of you that are on live stream, while we're waiting for our judges to put the scores in, I'd love to hear where you are joining us from. If you can throw something into chat, we would love to see where you are in the world. Thank you, judges. This image has scored 873, and that is actually an automatic challenge. So I will start by going to Lacey, please. Lacey, you are on 83 and in silver range. We'd love to know what it is that you like about this and why we should all come up with you into the silver range.
Yeah. So at first I thought, the hand is cropped and there's not a real hug and straddling two worlds. But then the more I looked at it, everything about this image is uncomfortable. And then I began to wonder if this was actually intentional by the artist instead of like not intentional. And what I found is that this is sorry, I just lost my train of thought. The hand is cropped. The straddling two worlds. Generally, that is associated with the birth of a baby being half in, half out. And I began thinking about the title, and I don't know if this is the birth partner's mom, the birthing person's mom, but there's this awkward cuddle, like she's coming in for a cuddle, the awkward hand crop, and the straddling of the two worlds of like mother to grandmother, and then woman to mother. And so that title really made me look into what is the deeper story in this image. And I just found it to be quite a simplistic, striking image. And I thought that was worthy of being awarded in the silver range.
Thank you, Lacey. I'd love to hear now from Eva, please. You're on the other end of the scale. What is your thoughts on this one?
My thoughts are it's very dark. I had a hard time to see more than the birthing mom's face, and I had all the thoughts that Lacey had, and I didn't think further on the title. And some parts are distracting me. Something beneath the arm and the crop of the hand as well. So I love the expression on the face, but overall for me it could be elevated if I could see a bit more. I think the details are a bit missing to me. I had a hard time seeing what it actually is.
Yep. Thank you, Eva. Bruce, I'd love your thoughts on this one.
Yeah, didn't get the story, so thank you, Lacey, for that. That was helpful. I think my biggest distraction is the water underneath, which is all those specular highlights. They really grabbed the eye, and that was really holding me back. And as I couldn't find that story, I thought it was treated really well. I can see lots of details in the shadows and that, but I couldn't find that story and that narrative in the same way as Lacey did. And I think that was the biggest thing that was holding me back, plus those highlights, which I just find very eye-catching. So, yeah, that's where I'm at.
Excellent. We might go back to you, Lacey. I'd love to hear your right of rebuttal.
Automatic, I don't have one, but I'll give one if you let me.
We don't. Oh, no, we're not allowed to. Are we? Okay. Inga, did you want to add anything to this, or do you think it's all been said?
La, I think I can relate to Eva's comments, and then what Bruce said about the water. I actually, and I wrote it down. I thought, oh, that's cool. She's wearing a glitter top. I thought it was like sequins. She was wearing sequins, so I didn't see it as water. Um, but I do love the expression, but the hand cropped off is like really holding me back from Sky scoring it higher, and I would love to see. I think maybe horizontal would make a difference.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great feedback. Thank you. My final comments. I love the narrative that you gave, Lacey. I think that there's definite merit in that, and it's very awkward. Like the whole image is very awkward. Reminds me of giving my own mother a cuddle. To be honest, it's very awkward. So like I think there's definitely merit in what you've saying there. And I think, I echo pretty much all of the comments made from everyone here. So judges, given this is an automatic challenge, you all get to rescore this image. So I will ask you to please jump back up into row 152 and enter your new scores into there, including you, please, Lacey. Okay, so this image has moved a couple of points. It is now at 76 in high professional standard, and every point counts, especially when it comes to calculating the finalists. So that is a successful challenge. Congratulations to the photographer for a few extra points there. Great discipline to the judges. Really great to see interesting and different perspectives. We will move on to the next image, please. This image is titled Meconium Happens. This image has not had any pixel manipulation, and the entrant is not seeking any feedback. Thank you, judges. One to go, please. We're just waiting on your score there, please. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you, judges. This image has scored 74, professional standard. I have to say, I absolutely love the caption. It's a good one. I like it. So well done to the photographer on what I can imagine would be quite a funny image to keep for the client to have in their gallery. We will jump into the next image, please, judges. This image has a relatively long caption, so bear with me. I am giving birth to my third kid. And what is your superpower? Home birth of Jadzia, April 2024, Poland. I'll read that again. I'm giving birth to my third kid. And what is your superpower? Home birth of Jadzia, April 2024, Poland. Now, this image has not had any manipulation, and the entrant would like your feedback. Thank you, judges. One score to go, please. Thank you, judges. This image has scored a 77, a high professional photographer, high professional standard range. This entrant has asked for some feedback, so I might go, Inga, please. You're right on the average there. What is it about this that you liked, and what could the photographer do to improve?
Well, I love the story it tells. I can see this woman walk into the room, stand there, and thinking, hey, I'm giving birth to my third kid, and I do it right now, right here. Very casual. Um, and that's it's a whole story in one photo. I do actually, when I zoom in, the focus is not on the baby's head, but it falls under on the towel. I would love to see more focus on that. But besides that, I still see the story, and for me, it's good as it's presented here. Yeah,
Very good.
there's a casualness about it.
Yeah.
So, like she was doing something, and then she feels contractions, and it's like, oh, having my third kid. And what's your superpower? I can see this in this photo, so I love the title as well.
Excellent. Lacey, I would love your thoughts, please.
Yeah, I think for me, at first I couldn't decide if I liked the warm tones. There's quite a warm light that's coming straight down the center, and it's reflected in the lighting in the hallway as well. And my initial thought was, oh, just take your yellow slider and just move it to the left just a little bit to pull some of that out. But then the more I sat with it, the less I minded it. What would actually bring this up for me is if they just tilted it to the left just ever so slightly. Otherwise, this is a fantastic image, and I agree. The title does ring through very loud and clear.
The expression on her face is just so casual, isn't it? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's yeah, very, very well titled. I do very much like that. I'm not sure it needs the extra bits at the end in terms of date and location, but just that initial title, first part. What's your superpower? Like, here's me having my third baby. What's yours? Yeah, very casual, very good. I do think that the focus has fallen on the shirt, like the dots, the blue and white dotted shirt.
Yeah.
I think it's been slightly missed, and it's in that foreground plane rather than in the further back plane. Anyone else that'd like to add any additional feedback to that? Otherwise, we'll move on. No? Thank you very much. Judges, we will go to the next image, please. This image is titled Golden Spiral. Now, this image has not had any pixel manipulation, and the entrant is not currently looking for feedback. Thank you, judges. This image has scored 78. We did have 2 judges in the silver range, so we don't have feedback for this one. So unfortunately, we can't talk about it. That's a bummer. Would love to have given some feedback on this one for the photographer. Unfortunately, that means we will be moving on to the next image, please. And I think that this is where, like an example, our judges have, years and years and years of experience. I think between us, I think we worked out earlier today that there was a group of us that had 60 plus years of experience to be able to provide feedback and comments on your images. And unfortunately, when you don't ask for feedback on your images, for those of you on live stream, you're missing out on the best part of a photography competition, which is getting that critique, getting that feedback, in order to work out what you can do to elevate your work into award standard. So definitely worth considering for future, because it has, I believe there's more gold in the feedback than there is in actually getting your scores. Thank you, judges. I'll ask you to please input your scores. Okay, this image has scored straight up an 83. Congratulations, that is a silver award for the photographer. Give our judges just a moment to double check their score sheets. Are we all happy? Yep. All right, and we will move on to the next image. So I should have mentioned this image has had some pixel manipulation, but the entrant is not seeking feedback on this occasion. Congratulations to the photographer on a solid silver award. Thank you, judges. We will move on to the next image, please. This image is titled To DEA. I hope I pronounced that correctly.
Toca de vida.
Thank you. Appreciate that interpretation. Does anyone know what that means?
This is Portuguese, so I'm not really sure. In Spanish, that would be something like touch of the face. But yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Sorry, life. Cara's face. Life.
Okay, so this image has not had any pixel manipulation, and the entrant is not currently seeking any feedback. Thank you, judges. This image has scored 82, silver award. Congratulations to the photographer. Now, again, I'd love to have provided some feedback on this one, but we will shift on to the next image, please, judges. Congratulations to that entrant. Back. All right, the next image coming up is titled Helping Hands. Now, this image has not had any pixel manipulation, and the entrant is not seeking any feedback. Thank you, judges. This is 74 in professional practice, professional standard. Congratulations to that photographer. This would be a beautiful image to include in. Thank you, judges. We will move on to the next image, please. This image is titled, Look, there she is, with some exclamation marks. The image has not had any pixels manipulated, and the entrant would like some feedback from our judging panel. Get those scores in there for me, please, judges. Thank you very much. This image has scored a 78, and that is a commended. Congratulations to the photographer. What for a beautiful image. The entrant has asked for some feedback on this one, so I might call upon Lacey, please. Would love to hear your